Hi, let's look at market indicators when conducting a real estate market analysis. A good way to summarize what is going on with the market is to look at the market indicators of vacancy rates, price and sales information, and building permits. Market indicators. As stated, vacancy rates, price sales information, and building permits are all good indicators of the market. Vacancy and occupancy rates. Vacancy rates are a measurement of the number of rental units available for rent compared to total rental units. Occupancy rates are a measurement of the number of rental units occupied compared to the total rental units. In a strong real estate market, consumers will cross over from being renters to being homeowners. Measurements of vacancy to occupancy rates is a tool for determining health of the economy. As vacancy and occupancy rates are a good indicator of the real estate market, it is also a good way for investors to judge the viability of investing in rental property. Subtracting the number of vacant units from the total number of units equal the number of occupied units, and vice versa. Vacancy and occupancy rates are expressed as a percentage calculated by the following formula. Vacancy rate formula. Take the number of vacant units divided by the number of total units. The result is a decimal. Convert the decimal to a percentage by moving the decimal 2 spaces to the right. Occupancy rate formula. Take the number of occupied units and divide by the number of total units. The result is a decimal. Convert the decimal to a percentage by moving the decimal 2 spaces to the right. Vacancy rate story problem. An apartment building with a total of 150 units has 18 units unoccupied. Calculate the vacancy rate expressed as a percentage. Vacancy rate solution. Step 1. Take the number of vacant units and divide by the number of total units. The result is a decimal. So 18 vacant units divided by 150 total units equals 0.12. Step 2. Convert the decimal to a percentage by moving the decimal 2 places to the right. 12% vacancy rate. Occupancy rate story problem. An apartment building with a total of 100 units had 25 vacant units. Calculate the occupancy rate and express as a percentage. Occupancy rate solution. Step 1. Subtract the number of vacant units from the total available. You have 100 total units minus 25 vacant units to equal 75 occupied units. Step 2. Take the number of occupied units and divide by the number of total units. The result is a decimal. So 75 divided by 100 equals 0.75. Occupancy rate solution continued. Step 3. Convert the decimal to a percentage by moving the decimal 2 places to the right. So 0.75 becomes 75% occupancy rate. Price and sales information. The volume of sales equal the number of properties sold. Records of property transfer can be collected from the clerk of the court. Multiple listing services also offer sales data showing the number of homes sold, average prices of homes sold, and average length of time on the market to produce a sale. All of this information can be gathered to assess the strength of the market. If the price levels of new homes is growing, it is a good economic sign. When sellers struggle to sell their homes at prices that their neighbors had previously sold for, this can be an indicator of a downward market. If the values drop low enough, sellers can have trouble selling their homes at a high enough price to clear the debt on the home with a mortgage or to accomplish selling goals such as securing a new house. A poor market will produce a drop in housing prices. It will also create longer days on the market before homes are sold, whereas a strong market will produce increasing sale prices with fewer days on the market. Building permits. Building permits issued is a matter of public record. By pulling the number of building permits issued, an assessment may be made as to the health of the market. An increase in building permits reflects consumer confidence. However, consumers are also encouraged by witnessing the building of new construction. In practice, however, the number of building permits is the least effective way to measure the market, as builders who have put a lot of time and effort into planning a project may be slow to accept clues of a market slowing. The result is that many builders move forward with building projects only to sit with property unsold as the market slows. Building permits. Here is a word of caution about building permits. Generally speaking, the number of building permits is considered a good indicator of the health of the housing market. Remember that for an exam. But avoid using this as your only indicator of whether the housing market is improving or declining. The fact is that builders are often the last professionals to admit that the market is failing. In their optimism of potential earnings, builders may misread the signs of the economy and continue to plan and start building projects. Builders that misread market trends often find themselves holding unsold properties, often even holding entire neighborhoods full of unsold property.